Hi all, I'm having a walk in the local country park. At one point, there's no way I could even have got here. Probably it's about a 15-minute walk, and I'm going to walk around the park and go home. So it's probably going to be 45 minutes, an hour. I say at one point I couldn't walk for 1 minute. And people ask me, well, how did you get to the point where you could live again and work again and do sport, etc.? And a key strategy was learning to identify stressors and address them. Some of the stressors are subconscious. We don't even realize we're doing them. And so learning how to spot those subconscious stressors was really helpful and powerful. And what I notice is that people get stressed about a lot of different stuff. And it's stuff that I used to get stressed about, but I don't get so stressed about things now. There are still things that trigger me that I have to work on, and I do view triggers as an opportunity to learn something, as an opportunity to grow. So I see people getting stressed about being stuck in traffic or being stuck in a supermarket queue that's going a bit slowly. And someone once said to me, at the end of the day, Simon, it's my blood pressure. So I was in a car with a chap and someone was cutting him up and he was quite relaxed about it. And I was like, what's that guy doing? And this guy, Stuart, just said to me, it's my blood pressure at the end of the day. I'm just going to let him in, maybe recognize he's a bit stressed, and, I'm not going to let it affect me. All right. So I really invite you to consider, what are the things that are stressing you? Is it saying something daft, or is it making a mistake? I had a little reminder last night because I kind of woke up and I think I was having quite an active dream and I could feel my body was a bit stressed. And when I had ME, if I kind of overdid it or made a mistake or did anything that just kind of triggered my symptoms, I would really give myself a hard time. So I invite you to consider the following steps. The first step is to, if you do get triggered, I ask clients to look around the room and ask themselves the question, is there a tiger in the room? They'll have a look around the room and they'll say, no, there isn't a tiger in the room, i.e. that this isn't a life-threatening situation. And that is what your stress response is designed for, those life-threatening situations, not being stuck in a traffic jam or maybe having said the wrong thing. Okay, so for instance, that's an opportunity. If you've said something you think, oh, that was a bit daft, to just be compassionate towards yourself. We all say daft things. There's no one on the planet who hasn't said something daft at some point. I'm thinking of someone I know who really considers themselves to be an intelligent person, and kind of makes a point of letting everyone know how intelligent they are. And I remember this person doing some really daft stuff. Okay, so that's the first thing. If you're faced with something that's triggering you, consider, is this something that I can fix? If the answer is yes, then take some action. If the answer is no, then maybe we need to practice acceptance and letting go of things that we can't change. If it is something you can fix but you can't fix right now, maybe you need to take the steps that you can take and then be patient. So that's another quality that is useful to cultivate, okay? Because one of the things I've learned is that I have to be more patient in order to reduce my stress levels. And if you recognize that this isn't a life-threatening situation, it can be a really useful practice to just practice taking a breath, reminding yourself that you are safe and you can handle whatever you're dealing with. Ask yourself the question, am I going to be thinking about this in 5 years' time? Am I going to be thinking about this in 5 months' time? Am I going to be thinking about this in 5 days' time? If the answer is no, then again, this is an opportunity for you to change your response to these challenging situations. I hope that gives you food for thought. Just remember that every time we reduce our stress levels, we just help the body do a little more healing. I say to clients, there's a point in the future where you could be well. And every time we get stressed about stuff, then that point in the future might move a little bit further away. Every time we respond to things in a resourceful way, and you have the capacity to respond to things in a more resourceful way, then it brings that point in the future a little bit closer. I hope that gives you food for thought. If you are celebrating the festive season, wishing you all the best. If you're not, still wishing you all the best. If you like this video, do leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and do share with others. Keep going, you've got this. Wishing you great health. Bye for now.